So I'm still passing all of these pines, and this is a tree that you'll just see continuously here in New Bern. A lot of pines, the occasional mimosa, magnolia, the occasional beech, the occasional oak and maple, but you know, a lot of pines. And I've come now through to an area where, again, at one point this was all woods. So in my childhood, you would pass a lot more wooded areas than you would go to. In the high school, and the middle school rather I was supposed to go to was like in the middle of nowhere. Like literally in the middle of nowhere. So I think they used to have Mayola here in this general area, the Mayola factory. And then if I go down this way, I get closer to Pleasant Hill, as they call it. And right here, where I'm pointing at, used to be a convenience store. Now this is becoming reestablished by some woods and stuff. A lot of this area that was the convenience store has been reconcreted, so all of this was changed. And then an area that was kind of just a plain was recaptured for a church. And all of these woods have been here. The woods that used to be across the street became a speedway, and now we're going into the grand finale. The next video you'll see will be of where I used to live. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep going. It's only a minute video so far. So here on Morningstar Drive, I grew up in Colonial Trailer Park, and I had this wondrous plan where I was going to try to walk around some of the escapes that I used to walk around. And I may try to. We'll see how I feel. But this area, as you can see, is a mix of woods and everything else. So I'm going to park right here, and it's amazing. I'm here. The area pretty much looks the same. Like the cicadas are still here, so you hear a lot of them. You see a lot of insect wildlife. There's a lot of just pollution here, so trash and stuff that's just unfortunately been here. I feel like this used to be dumps right here. So there used to be like dumpsters right here. I used to play with a friend who lived, I think, right there in that house. And this playground did look better. So it wasn't too much better 20 years ago, but it was better. And I haven't walked this playground like this since I was yet a child. Since I was like 10, actually, 10 to 12. But this is the area where I got my love of, one of the areas where I got my love of plant life. And we had all of this intertwining of nature and play. All of these beautiful plants, the dangerous poison ivy here, the different maples, the trash, all of this stuff, the ditches. I played in so many ditches as a child. The swing set, I tell you, when they kept this up, this was freaking beautiful. Again, the different fungi. So we can even see now over here, different fungi species that are sitting here with their beautiful red caps. Some insect just ran into me. And these awesome gills they have, because it looks like somebody turned some of them upside down. And I would just come down here and play. But there was still trash here then. Looks like somebody had pots. They were trying to grow something. And it looks like these people here are just doing all types of stuff. But these ditches, I swear, they seemed so much bigger as a child, and it just added to the magic and the mystery of nature. And without areas like this, where do our children go? Granted, we talk about the generations below us being stuck into their devices and caught within the electromagnetic allure and vexed by it and just not wanting to go outside. But if we take away these areas and we do not keep them up, because this blacktop is still good, those swings are still amazing, this could all be recaptured, then what are we doing? If we're not cutting these grasses, and yes, it's been raining a lot, but if we're not keeping these grasses up and keeping this area low enough, what's happening? And especially when I was growing up, I used to see so many snapping turtles and frogs, bullfrogs, and I mean snapping turtles at least, 1.5 to 2 feet wide shell.